Hello viewers, this is Ukiti News Tidbits. I am Hafsat Bajiru. Nasarawa State has kicked off a promising rice harvest on 2,000 hectares in Jangwa, marking a key step in its drive for agricultural growth and food security. Governor Abdullahi Sule, who oversaw the launch, highlighted the state's commitment to setting an example in farming innovation and efficiency. Our government house correspondent Zainab Ibrahim has more.
The Nasarawa state government has begun harvesting rice on 2,000 hectares of land in Jangwa, Away local government area. Governor Abdullahi Sule oversaw the process, marking the end of the fourth season of cultivation.
You see, the tonnage will depend on the yield that we are getting. So, to tell you this is the number of tons, which means we already know the yield. We don't know the yield yet. What we want to do is to be able to do, for instance, I will give you an idea. And if you like, you can calculate. But you know, we have to even weigh the bags because we are having bags that are oversized, that we are doing that. But today we have, from yesterday to today, you know, we have harvested about 200 jumbo bags, you know, from these 14 hectares. And we have not finished the 14 hectares completely. We just earmarked that area to do that. You know, the next thing is about taking the rice out of here. From what you have seen, as if we knew, you know, God so kind, Jangwa was one of the places we love so much in our local government, in Ribi district. And they are the people who we already started constructing a road for them. In fact, 2 years ago was when I gave the first contract for rural road. And now we have given for asphalt road that will be built for them. Not necessarily for the farm, but for the people of Jangwa. Because there are also people who believe in agriculture. Apart from our farm of 10,000 hectares, they have several other farms around here. And in order for them to be able to take out their produce to the market, you know, they need the road. So I believe by the next time you guys visit here, you know, the road probably will have gone far, that we will not have this difficulty of going, especially that we are going into the rainy season. So that time we will drive all the way into the farm together with everybody, and we will have the opportunity to see everything for ourselves.
The farm, part of a larger 10,000 hectare area, is expected to yield 4 metric tons per hectare using a 6-month farrow 44 rice variety, with plans for 2 harvests annually. Governor Sule emphasized the government's role in leading agricultural initiative as part of a broader food security agenda. He mentioned plans to increase the number of harvesters to expedite the process, as 3 machines covered only 14 hectares in 2 days. Addressing concerns about land ownership, he clarified that relocation issues pertain to Agwatashi in Obe local government, and the government would address claims while providing land for existing farmers.
So the additional areas we are now going into some kind of compensation. But in addition to that, everything we are doing, we are still leaving a little bit area for them, for their own farming. You know, because a lot of them, we will be employed as part of our farm, but most of them want to keep their own farms. And in situations like that, we will carve out an area. I will just give you an example. The remaining 8,000 hectares that we have, the total area that people are doing any activity whatsoever, trees and this is not more than 300 hectares. So all the noise you are hearing out of the 8,000 hectares is roughly about 300 hectares that people are actually talking about. Most of the other areas, there are trees, big trees there that we are actually plugging right now, cutting them down and the rest of that. So there has not been any kind of farming activity. But you know, anytime you want to do something good, some other people will come out with something. And that's why we did not go to those areas now. We have not gotten anywhere close to the areas where are in dispute. Those areas are closer to Angwatashi than they are even in Obi local government. They are not in Away local government, so they are not around Jangwa. This area we have been, from you yourself, you can see it from day one when we came. It was a plain land, you know, purely for agriculture, owned by NADP, so owned by the state, and that's where we did our agriculture.
The governor acknowledged the support of the Jangwa community and the contributions of key figures, including farm consultant engineer Bramo Ogunwale and former agricultural commissioner Honorable Umar Dan Akano. Zainab Ibrahim, Ekiti TV.
President Bola Tinubu has directed an intensification of search and rescue for passengers of the helicopter that crashed into the Atlantic near Bonny, Finima on Thursday in Port Harcourt. The helicopter, operated by East Wings Aviation and registered as 5NBQG, was hired by NNPC Limited to carry some contract staff to the NNPCL facility. The 3 persons were confirmed dead at the spot. The accident occurred at 11:22 a.m. along the waterways in Port Harcourt, where the helicopter, a Cycle Sky SK-76 with registration 5NBQG and operated by East Wind Aviation, took off from Port Harcourt's military base to the FPSO oil. A spokesperson for the Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Odutayo Oluseyi, said a total of 8 persons were confirmed on board. An update from the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau today says 2 more bodies have been recovered from the Cycle Sky S-76 helicopter that crashed in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, while 3 more persons remain unaccounted for. The Central Bank of Nigeria has debunked reports claiming that the old series of 200 naira, 500 naira and 1000 naira banknotes will cease to exist as legal tender by December 31st, 2024. In a statement released on Thursday by the Acting Director of the Corporate Communication, CD Hakama, the CBN noted that the order of the Supreme Court of Nigeria on Wednesday, November 29, 2023, to extend the use of old naira banknotes still holds indefinitely. The CBN accordingly said all banknotes issued by it will continue to remain legal tender indefinitely. And that's it on Equity News Tidbits. Join us next time for another package of the news. I am Hafsat Bajiru. Good evening.